Hello friends, this is my first video sharing a reading with you guys. My name is Karen and I wanted to do this first video to share with you guys my passion for channeling messages from spirit. So this is a private reading that I normally do for myself, but I have the feeling that this could serve the multitude. As people are passing, I'm feeling kind of shy to share and to do this in public. I'm in a public space. I'm in France. I'm French, but I so resonate with English since I was born in Guyana. Maybe some of you guys know where Guyana is. Guyana is in South America. It's a British, ex-British colony, an independent country right now, and that's where I was born. I grew up in French Guyana and became French at the age of 9. As this is my first video, I'm sharing some private information so that you can know who you are dealing with. And I don't know if I said it, but my name is Karen, and today's my birthday. And I wanted to receive, as I usually do, a private message for myself. And Spirit told me that I needed to share this message with the multitude, with my soul family out there, with brothers and sisters with whom this message could resonate. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna pick a few oracle cards at first. That is going to set the general tone of this reading. And as I usually do, if I need to get into a little more of details, I'm gonna use tarots. So I brought 2 decks of tarots with me and a few decks of oracle cards. So I'm doing the pile. I won't be doing any pile picking today. This is just let's say an inspired, channeled message, general message, maybe special, I don't know. We will see what Spirit wants us to know on this 26th of October 2022. Like all readings that you normally see on YouTube, a reading is an energy of the here and the now. So whenever you get to see this video, whenever you clicked on it and you find interest about it, that's the right time for you to receive this message that spirits wants to transmit to you. So I've got 3 oracle cards for the moment. I will keep a deck for a conclusion, 2 decks for a conclusion, and most likely 3 for the introduction and 3 for the conclusion. Let's do this. So the first 3 cards as an introduction for the reading of today. So we have the first card, which is, so it's a deck that I have in French. It's called Le Retour. It's the card 51, which means the return in English. As you can see, there's the Ouroboros symbol here. So this is certainly about cycle. I would say spirit is talking about cycle, maybe the end of a cycle or the beginning of a new cycle. Most likely, when you're ending a cycle, you are beginning a new one. So this is for me talking about cycles, about um, reaping what you have sown, um, about harvesting the efforts that you have put in for a while, um, about getting the reward for the effort that you have put in for a while, trying to make yourself a better person, um, trying to be at peace with yourself and be at peace with your environment, to be at peace with everyone around you. This is what this first card is telling me. Um, in numerology, the number um, 51 breaks down to a 6. And what I have understood about 6 is that it symbolizes it symbolizes globally, it symbolizes opening to others. It symbolizes finding your soul tribe as well, getting into a cycle where you can share with people that resonates the same way or close to the way you do. So this is the first oracle card. Then the second one is the number 52 from another deck, which is called Cleopatra, which is all of you guys know, I guess, Egyptian queen. So we have a 6, we have a 7, because 52 breaks down to 7, and we have 22 on this oracle deck, which says blessed. Wow. So instinctively, if I think about Cleopatra, I see her as a queen. She was ruling in Egypt, and she was well established. She was well accomplished. Um, she was a leader, certainly. The energy of a leader, the energy of a queen, someone who's established, someone who has things in at least she has herself in control, I guess. Maybe not necessarily other people, but she has herself in control. I'm gonna trek through the book because this is a very complex deck, and to be honest with you, I don't know all of the decks, so I'm gonna check for Cleopatra, which is the card 52. It says actually this is a card that announces a positive but very sudden positive change or opportunity to come. Um, a love opportunity, they say, especially a love opportunity. It could concern your professional or financial field, but this is positive in love. It says that the heart of a woman that is in love is unvulnerable. So when she's in love, her heart is fearful, invincible. This card is saying, that when you're in love, when you open your heart, you can feel that this is you can feel that this is something that leaves you without protection because you're showing your vulnerability. You're showing your vulnerability, and actually showing your vulnerability, according to spirit, doesn't make you weak, but makes you strong. It gives you power. And these three cards are telling me that this cycle in which you have showed yourself as you are, that you have shown your feelings and shown your weaknesses, and that you have opened up um, to people, not fearing what they could do with it, or just accepting everything they could do with your weaknesses and your suffering and your wounds, your open wounds that you would put before them. These three cards are showing me that um, the reward for that effort, because it takes a form of courage to do that, and the reward is happening right now. There's a circle on this card, but there's a circle as well on this card. You can see these two hands are forming a circle, and she's a she's a kind of a fish, but she's in circle as well. There's a circle here. There's three circles in these cards. You know, so something is coming to an end, and something is beginning. Something. This card says blessed. You know, you're blessed. You're receiving your blessings. They're increasing. You're noticing more of them each day as the day goes by. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for the introduction. So I hope so far that you guys are enjoying, because this is a very special moment for me, and it's hot. You know, we're supposed to be in fall. People are supposed to be covering. It's supposed to be cold. Everyone is worried. What's happening? Why is it? Why is it feeling so hot? There's something wrong going on with the weather. We have disturbed the weather, and we did so much wrong that now everything is messed up with the weather. And actually, this is not the way I feel it. I feel that the universe does whatever it wants to do, that it wouldn't be the first time that there are these kind of unbalance, according to human beings, unbalance weathers and unbalance whatever seasons. I don't think we have the power as humans, even though we're doing mess. I mean, yes, we do mess as human beings, looking for progress and technological advancement and so on. We probably are doing a lot of mess, but I still believe that the universe has everything in control, and this weather is just for me like a way of telling me today you're the age that you are. For everyone, you're supposed to be at a certain stage of your life, um, declining because you're over 40. Actually, today I'm 44, people, and you're not supposed to be blooming at 44. You should be blooming maybe at 20 or 30, maybe, but not 44. And you should be at the fall of your life. But the weather is just at the image of how I feel at the fall season of my life. I feel like at spring, people. And I mean, I'm hot, like in spring, you know. I feel that I'm blooming now. And the universe is telling us with these cards that time for blooming is whenever you're ready, you know. It's not when people want you to be ready. It's not when at a certain age, because society and conventions and traditions had said that, well, at such age you are, at this stage, and at such age you are at that stage. Um, Personally, that doesn't resonate with me. Does not. It does not. You can bloom whenever you're ready to bloom, whenever you have done the inner work, discovered the universal keys and secrets to feeling peaceful and at ease with yourself, you know, and with your environment, and with what you're choosing to do or not to do, and what you're choosing to give your attention to or not, you know. So thank you, Spirit, for this introduction. I'm going to use the two tarot decks that I have to find out a little more about what Spirit wants us to acknowledge at this moment. What are the messages that Spirit wants us to receive on this beautiful, blessed, wonderful day? Very sunny and very hot. I'm sweating, actually. I'm sweating. Okay, so we've got the Five of Wands. Wow. The Five of Wands and the Four of Wands. So there we go for the Five of Wands. You see? People are fighting. They're fighting against each other. You know, they're busy fighting, arguing, trying to convince with their ideas and their point of views. Then you have the Four of Wands, which is the card of a celebration of stability. Why not the celebration of a marriage, guys? This is the card of marriage, of weddings, celebration, open door celebration. Yeah, these two goes together. So instead of fighting, arguing, this is a cycle that I guess you have closed. You have ended the cycle of trying to oppose others' ideas and patterns of thoughts. Um, the cycle where you always want to impose your own patterns and of thoughts and your own ideas. And I guess that's a cycle that takes too much of energy out of us. It takes a lot, and it doesn't really change situations, you know, because everybody is stubbornly self-oriented in general. Everybody wants to put their own ideas outside, and even if sometimes you feel convinced with what someone else is saying, just because you want to prove a point, and just because you wanna just because you want to prove a point, sometimes you go against the resonance inside of you with someone else's idea, you know. You would deny that this resonate with you or speaks to you, just because you just want to put your ego out there and say, well, my idea is this and it's different, although you wouldn't even resonate with what you first thought, you know. I hope I'm clear with you guys. I hope you're getting it, because this is exactly what this card is saying. Is that now it's a time to celebrate who you are. It's the time that we should just, you know, celebrate the foundation that we find in ourselves, the peace that it gives us. And maybe it's time for a union, a marriage, or something in the concrete physical world. Because look, this is a card of um, sentimental, romantical, romance, opportunity that is coming with Cleopatra. So if it's something that you are hoping for, that you're still believing in, that you're expecting, then I guess spirits wants you to know that it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. I want to share with you the landscape that I have right around. Look at this, you guys. Look at this, how this is beautiful. Are you hearing that plane? Is there someone going to be traveling soon? Wow, look at the landscape. Okay. I'm checking just to see if it's recording. As this is my first time, I want to be sure. I'm not seeing much here. Anyway, let's do this. So, these are the first two tarot cards. The tarot cards that we have. I'm gonna take a second tarot deck that I have here with me and ask Spirit to give us a little more detail, please, Spirit, for this special first message on my YouTube video channel. I'm not even sure I'm gonna post it at this stage, but I think I will. Anyway, we have two more here. So we have yeah, this one is called in French it's called l'exclu. This is a tarot deck from Osho. It's called one of my favorites. It's called the Osho Zen Tarot, and in English this is the Five of Pentacles. It's the excluded person. You know, in the classical Rider-Waite deck, it's about those people outside of the church that feel kind of left out, you know. And this is the cycle that is closing, the cycle in which you feel totally left out, you know, the one that is always forgotten, put aside, you know, this feeling of no one ever cares for me, no one ever looks out for me, no one ever you know, find out about how I'm feeling or how I'm doing, if I need anything. You know, this is ending. This is ending. The feeling of being excluded, put out. This is ending. And watch, you have the Innocence, which is the card 19 in this deck. And if my memory is good, I would do it with memory. 19 is the Sun, so just the opposite for me, totally opposite energy of the Five of Pentacles. The light is going to shine on you. You're going to be in the spotlight, from excluded, forgotten, put aside, ignored, sometimes even mocked, sometimes even criticized unjustly, sometimes even you know, abandoned, rejected, all those feelings. It's so hard to go through this, you know. Sometimes you gotta go through it. I mean, it's a path. It's a path. But it's over, because watch. This old man is holding we call it montre religieuse. Can't remember the name in English. We call it in French montre religieuse. He's holding one on his fingers, and he's just innocently feeling so amazed with it. It's making his day just to see an insect, you know, like a child. And he is so old. This is what you've done during this cycle. You haven't been letting in those feelings of hatred, of feeling revengeful, you know, of cursing, of wishing bad to others because they have done you what you feel was bad to you, you know. You have looked the situation with innocent eyes. You have turned to your spiritual team, to your inner voice, to your inner being, your higher self. You have kept faith in what you believed in. You chose, because it's a choice. We always have a choice. We can decide to give in to anger. We can decide to give in to to criticism and criticize back again. We can, try to defend, and we can try to. We have a choice in all of those things, but we can also choose to remain calm and quiet and leave it in the hands of the one who knows everything and sees everything and understands everything, especially when there's no communication. Especially when people don't want to talk to you anymore, or they just ghost you. That's the word. They ghost you. And it's hard. I mean, there's nothing simple in going through these things, but the sun is shining on you again. The sun has never left. It was behind the clouds, it was behind the storm, even when the rain was falling so heavily, even when there was lightning and thunder out there, and you were afraid and cold. You kept in mind that the sun was somewhere around, still shining for you. That someday again, behind those clouds, you would see a little bit of light appearing. Then you would feel a little less cold because it would start getting a little warmer. And then all of a sudden you would see like the first ray of the sun piercing through the clouds, and you would say, yeah, there's hope. The sun can shine again on me. Something good can happen, something new, something fresh, something passionate, something adventurous. I don't know for you, but I'm enjoying this moment. I'm enjoying. So, I think we're gonna take the 3 oracle cards to conclude these energies, this reading. So, Spirit, thank you for a conclusion. Thank you for a little bit more of information so that we can leave this moment and this space. Wow, I'm seeing some military planes passing right before me. I think they're called the Rafales in French, in France, the ones we have here. They're very fast. Look, I'm not fascinated with war, but I'm fascinated with speed. This is just telling me that things are going to get faster, Things are picking up speed. It's things are picking up speed. If ever the energy were slow and stagnant before you guys, Spirit is now telling us that we're going to pick up some speed in whatever is coming ahead, in whatever is happening right now, here and now, energetically, because you guys know that what you're seeing is already old stuff. What you're experiencing, you have already vibrated it, and that what you are about to see, that's what you are vibrating right now. The energies of here and now, that's what's important, So, people, look, my friends, the first card that came out for the conclusion, it's the card number 18, and it said, no need to fear. It's picking up speeds, yes, but there's no need to fear, okay? Remember how powerful you are. Wow, damn, this is powerful. And in the background there's a flying fish, you know. There's a flying fish in the background, just like a plane. I'm not sure how good you can see this. There's a flying fish here in the background. Can you hear these planes passing over? Those very, very rapid and speed planes passing over my head right now. Yeah, things are going to pick up speed. Things are going to pick up speed. And we have the energy of Larimar, which is a crystal, because I love crystals as well. I love the energies that they can, you know, like inspire us to to pay attention to. So we have Larimar here for sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So we are right now in the energy of taking care of ourselves, because we are going to have to face some times of heightened emotions. I don't even want to imagine what that could be, friends, because right now it's like months now that I'm feeling like my energies and my emotions are heightened. So if there are more to get heightened, you know, I mean, what's gonna happen? So this is giving me the feeling of being grounded, you know, not to be overwhelmed with fear and heightened emotions, because I guess if you're in one of those planes, you need to be grounded. Although he's up there, you know, piloting that plane, if he's not focused and concentrated and all of that, he can't pilot this plane properly. So he cannot be emotional up there and fearful. He or she, because maybe it's a woman up there, you know, piloting that plane anyway. It doesn't matter. I mean, um, yeah, taking care of yourself, grounding, going out in nature, doing things that you feel happy doing, like putting your feet in the sand, in the ground, in the earth, in the mud, in the grass, laying down directly on the soil, and eating something that you enjoy, you know, like those grapes I brought here, you know, like having a grape and just totally feeling the mm, mm. I'm sorry. I would share with you guys, but I want you to realize everything you put in your mouth that you decide to eat and drink, enjoy it, appreciate it. Make sure you have time, enough time to do that. You know, this is a way of grounding, simple way. Then you have others like dancing, singing, everything that you do with your body, running, cycling. I love cycling as well. You know, we're invited by Spirit to do those things and to be grounded, totally present in the here and the now. So when the events and the speed that we're going to take up, the momentum is happening, we won't be panicking, we won't be fearful, we won't be, you know, out of control. We will be so focused and so concentrated that we will know exactly at that moment how to react and how to act and how to just be ourselves, how to receive, appreciate, give back, you know, live. Just simply live. It's an invitation to live fully. Emotions and sensitivity call these times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness, people. Hmm? Yeah. Then the last deck that I brought with me today, just before we end this video. Thank you, Spirit, for the last card. for a reading for my friends and I, so that we can pursue our coming days with more being more established. Yeah, being more comfortable, being more confident. Okay, so hmm we have the fishes, a bridge. Wow, this is a beautiful card. You see some fishes, you see a bridge, a house in the background. You see someone sitting, just enjoying the view, water. These fishes, do you know what the fishes represent? The fishes, and I'm seeing fishes since I'm sitting here. I'm right in front of a lake, and I'm seeing a whole amount of fishes jumping out of the water because it's very low. So I guess that they're all, it's this lake is known for having a lot of fishes, but since it's very low, look, he's catching one. He just caught one over there. Can you see? There's a man over there in the far. He just caught a fish. Look, he's pulling. It's pulling on his fishing rod. He's catching a fish right now. And I saw a few of them jumping out of the water. There's fishes here. You know what fishes are? Fishes is abundance, people. Abundance. Remember the abundance that surrounds you. You know, when we say abundance, people think right away about um, money, material stuff. All of that is very important. I'm not saying it's not, you know. It is not. I'm not saying that it is not important. But the abundance is everywhere in everything. If you notice it, when you come in a place where the air is fresh and pure, and you can just breathe in and breathe out without having a mask on your face, without fearing the pollution around you. This is abundance. When you see the green grass all over in the pastures, it's abundance. You know, when you see the water in the sea or in the river, so much flowing. Sometimes the river and the lakes are dry, there's no more. There's times of drought in our lives. Drought, I mean, no love, no friends, no family, no celebration, no good foods, no good drinks, no holidays, no sex, no love. Sometimes we know phases like those, we know cycles like those. But sometimes, look, there's a bridge. You can go from one side, from the drought to the abundance. You can go from the lack, from the feeling of lack, because you have been noticing your lacks more than you have been noticing what you have. It's about noticing. Where do you put your attention? Where are we putting our attention? On what we don't have, or on what we have and what we can have? Spirit is saying that it's a time for abundance. It's time for more, because you know that you are worthy and that you have done, you know, the spiritual, vibrational, um, energetical work, path. You can say a work because it calls a form of effort, but it's more a path, you know. It's not a race, it's just a path. We're all on it. We're all on this path. We have we're not going at the same pace. We have different tempos and rhythms. You know, some people, I don't know, it doesn't matter. We're not here to compare. We're not here to know who is more advanced or who is more spiritual or who is less. We're all so different and diverse. We are all so valid and legitimating what's going on. We all have a reason, a purpose. We all have a yeah, we all have a validation somewhere that we need to give ourselves first. And this is card 34, which breaks down again to a 7. So we have 5 with this one. We have 2 times 5. Then we have a 6. We even have 4. We have 4, 5, 6. We have 2 times 7 with these cards, 52 and 34. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, guys. 4, 5, 6. We have 4 figures that are following each other, which means that the we have done the process. We are doing. We're going step by step. You know, 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. You know. And the end of a cycle, no need to fear with this card 18, which breaks down to a 9, and the 9 is the end of it. It's done. Then we have to start over again, something new, something that you can put a different intention. You can put a different intention, you can put a different wish, a different way of functioning, you know, different rules you have learned. And don't, oh yeah, we have 18 with this card. And of course we had the innocence card, which is 19, which is the just like the sun shining on everything. It's so bright. It is so bright. I just want to check in this book with the fish card for a little more precision. Yeah, the abundance. Yeah, things are about to be materially more abundant in your life. I mean, not only, you're gonna have much more opportunities to relate with much more people that vibrate the way you do. Yeah, yeah. You're aligning. We are aligning on the frequency of abundance. Yeah. Thank you, friends, for being around. I hope that you have enjoyed as much as I did this reading. I want to check out just before I leave you guys, just before I go. I want to check out the innocence card. What does it say? Yeah, one of the keys to this new cycle is that at one point in the storm that you have, or that you are going through, or that you have been through, you kept your heart of you kept your heart of purity and of innocence. You kept an open heart, and even if you didn't open it before the problems you had, before the people with you who you were dealing and with whom it was difficult, you kept an innocent, pure, and open heart before your source, your God, spirit, the universe, your higher self. the inner being. I mean, the words that we put on it, on what is bigger than us, it doesn't matter. The words doesn't matter, but you didn't close your heart to spirit, to your guides, to God, to the universe, to the source. And that's what made that today you can feel the way you can feel blessed. Yeah, you can feel blessed because you always recognized that somehow, no matter what, this is what you are. Your identity is being blessed, and it's your birthright. It's the birthright of every living being. And as long as you know that, then the coming cycle, the one that's happening right now, could only be a blessed one. And just because I like to do this, I'm gonna check the bottom of the deck for each one of these cards. Look, a Tower moment. Something is gonna happen. Something sudden and positive. It's positive, but it's sudden. um, for Cleopatra, we have La Barque. Look, balance. Yeah, if you're standing in this boat, you have to be balanced. You have to find a balance between your shadow side and your bright side. I mean, no one is perfect. No one is. I mean, what is perfection if you can just find balance? Stability. Find a stability in what's going on around you, in what's going on inside of you. Okay. So we have this, then we have yeah, yeah, chaos and conflict. I was telling you, you cannot get away from it. The contrast, the night is always going to be there for the day to exist, for the light to exist. Okay? So this is something you have to do, you have to accept, and you have to find balance with it. You're not here to fight or to impose yourself. You're not here to resist what's going on around you. This is not your role. This is over. This cycle is done. This cycle is done. Under the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you totally accept emotionally who you are. You're at peace with your emotions. You don't run away from them. You don't fear showing them because you're mastering them. You have mastered them. And on top of the deck, we have the Empress. Yeah, she's well established. She have a control over her ideas, which are the wands, her actions, the swords, her ideas, her spirit, the wands, her actions, the cups, her emotions, and the pentacles, her possessions, her material stuff. She's established her being, totally established, and she can celebrate. Maybe she can now share something with someone who is doing, because we're never done doing. We're never done being balanced. As long as we're here, we have to work on our balance. We have to practice being balanced, you know? And the excluded feeling, the one of lack, the vibration and energy of being lack, Lackful. This is over as well. It's done. It's over. Watch. This is 11, La Percée, which is 10. This is Judgment. Yeah, this is the Judgment card. I mean, it's about time. It's about time that the wheel goes around, that it goes around. It's about time that you get out of this cycle and that you get in. I mean, now it's about time you get in the new cycle, the cycle of who you really are, inside and outside. It's about time. It's now. It's now. Watch on top of the deck. I'm showing you the top because I have two cards to put in, you know. I showed the bottom, and for innocence, look, you have the lovers, partnership. You're going to have to choose. Do you want to do this alone, or do you want to do this with a soul family, a soulmate? You know, you're going to have to choose. You're free. We are free. We are free, people. It's just about timing. Is it the right timing? The circumstances? It's happening. So, Spirit said no need to fear on the bottom of the deck. It is said that all must have prices. Trying to please everyone. No, this is over. No, you can't please everyone. You're gonna have to know how to distribute this energy, how to give, who, when. You just can't be available anymore to everyone whenever they want you to. You're gonna have to put yourself first. You're gonna have to decide, what is it going to cost for me to put myself out there, you know? And there's no need to fear about doing that. It's your right. Then for the Larimar on the bottom of the deck, we have Fluorite, which says natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. Okay? There's no better there's no better stability than the one that you find in accepting yourself and being at peace with who you are, with how far you've come, with what you've done, with what have happened to you, with the mistakes maybe you have done, you know, with how different you can seem to be. No, there's no wrong with that. And for the fish card on the bottom of the deck, we had, wow, 4. This looks like the 4. It looks like the 4 of wands. This is the card number 4. You have a house, which represents for me stability. You know, it's not crushed down, it's not falling down. Wow, look at this nice, pretty little house. I mean, it's quite of a big house, like 3 houses in one. You have 3 stories there. And before of it, in front of it, you have flowers, some nice flowers, some trees in the background, a bird in the sky flying high, and right in front of it, a peacock. You know what the peacock symbolizes? It symbolizes the same being at ease with your natural beauty, with your natural self, with who you are, not being ashamed or afraid to show to the world the person that you are, you know? That's why I'm gonna show you my face, people. I'm gonna show you my face just before I end this reading. I know you've seen it, I think, but I'm gonna show it to you a little more. This is me. Here I am. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this reading, if something has resonated for you, If you have received something that is encouraging, that is comforting, you know, I would be so happy to hear and know about it. And you can just hit the like button, subscribe if you feel like doing that, share if you feel like doing that as well. And certainly I will be um, certainly I will be maybe inspired to do another reading one of these days. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. I love you, friends.